Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to the BBE Elementary Gym as we watch our JV BBE Jaguars face off the Junior Varsity Osakis Silver Streaks. I'm your commentator, Billy Tenson. Let's get this show on the road. BBE starting lineup, number 4, Tanner Shelton. Number 14, Samuel Nasty. Number 24, Brady Schwinghammer. Number 34, Donovan Koenig. Number 35, Jamison Reed. And there's 2 quick points right there from Tanner Shelton. And with the Silver Streaks, their starting lineup. We have number 3, Grant Mages. We have number 10, Isaac Maddock. We have number 13, Chrisob Saddlemeyer. We have number 22, Chase Meyer. And number 23, Tyler Baugardner. We have Tanner Shelton with the ball now. Tightly guarded by Saddlemeyer. Passes it over to Reed. Trying to see what he can do. Passes it over to Koenig. Schwinghammer now tightly guarded. Jaguars are definitely in the trap. Passing it around the 3. Schwinghammer for the 3. Bounces off the rim, no good. Osakis now with the ball. Saddlemeyer now dribbling it. Off to Brotmeyer. And it's no good for Isaac Maddock. Jamison Reed now with the ball. He charges into the hoop, goes for the layup. And he misses. Maddock now with it. Some nice passing from both teams so far. Definitely going to be an even match for this one. Three's no good from Osakis. Sam Masti goes for a 3 there. Bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Osakis. Baumeier pumps fakes for the 3 and passes it to Maddock. Osakis now trying to come up with the play. And there's a layup from number 13, Saddlemeyer. Shelton now trying to get it past half court. And off to Reed it goes. Drives in, passes it to Masti at the last minute. And way over to Schwinghammer, he passes it. BBE trying to see what they can do with this play here. James Reed being guarded. He drives up, bounces off the front of the rim, no good. Out of bounds, it's Osakis' ball. For those who didn't see, 2 days ago on Tuesday, the girls won their game against Holdingford. They won the JV game 31-30. That was a very tightly contested game, but the girls ended up with the win there. That 3 no good from number 23, Tyler Baugardner. Looks like a foul has been drawn. That's going out to number 21. I want to say Jacob Johansson. There are 2 number 21s on the roster, so apologies for any mistakes. Osakis making some substitutions here. And he misses the second, going 1 for 2. BBE now with it. Brady Schwinghammer being tightly guarded by Maddock. Over to Koenig. He goes for a layup, and it's good off the glass. 4 points for the Jaguars, that being Donovan Koenig's first bucket of the game. Osakis now passing it around, seeing what they can come up with it. Maddock now charging over it. That was number 5, Ben Berger. Passing it over to Maddock. He's in deep position, guarded by Brady Schwinghammer. Johansson on over to Berger. Berger currently guarded by Masty. Now over to Baumeier. Looks like that was a turnover. Masty inbounds it to Schwinghammer and goes back over to Reed. He's charging all the way up. And a nice little teardrop there from Jamison Reed. 2 points for him. Osakis rushing the ball up the court. Berger now has it. On over to Baumeier. Sorry, Baumgartner. Baumgartner went out with it. Maddock driving to the hoop. Does a little pivot. And back over to Baumeier. Baumgartner. Berger now guarded by Shelton. Maddock goes for the three. No good off the glass. Tanner Shelton getting the rebound. And he is no good on his layup. And hard against the wall for those two there. Berger. Osakis passing the ball around. And there's 3 points from Tyler Baumgartner. Substitution for the BBE Jaguars. Sam Masty is out, and Matt Walls is now in. Looks like there's some spillage on the court. Quick cleanup, and we're back to the races. Walls rebounds it. And Reed gets the basket, but we're not sure if it's going to count. And it looks like it won't. Walls inbounds it to Schwinghammer. He goes for 3 points, and he's good there. Maddock now looking at the court, seeing what he can do with it. Number 1, Blake Bolden with the ball. He passes it to number 3, Berger. And that's 2 points for number 3, Grant Mages. BB passing it down. And it looks like that's going to be charge, I believe, against Matt Walls. It'll be Matt Walls' first foul of this game. It looks like Caden DeRue is now in the game, and substitution for Jamison Reed. Maddock now with it, over to Johansson, and now over to Bolden. Mages now with the ball, and now over to Bolden. Osakis really passing the ball around. BBE still defending them pretty good, though. Maddock over to Bolden. Screen set by number 21. Marcus Wolf, I believe that is, in the black number. Osakis really in a sticky trap here. They're trying to see what they can do. Berger over to Maddock. Back over to Berger. And now on to Wolf. Berger now going with it. Bolden now with it. They get it to the hoop. And it's in for number 3, Mages. Schwinghammer over to DeRue, and back over to Schwinghammer, and they get it past the half-court line. Currently being guarded by Bolden. He's in some trouble, but he manages to get it to Shelton and over to Walls. A bounce pass over to Shelton. He's under the hoop, passes it out to Walls. He goes for three, but it's blocked by Osakis. And as Shelton goes for the layup, it gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. There'll be a foul on number 5 for Osakis, Ben Berger. He makes his first. See if he can go for 2. And they take the lead. Jaguars 11, Osakis 10. Some substitutions on the court with a new face, number 44, Jordan Hirkoff, now on the court for the Jaguars. Saddlemeyer now rushing it up the court, on over to Berger, seeing what he can do. On over to Bolden. Now to Saddlemeyer. He goes for a teardrop off the back iron. No good. Drew now with it, going to the other side of the court. Off to Jameson Reed. He passes it. Tries to bounce out to Masty, but did not go so well. Still Jaguar ball. Walls inbounds it to Reed. He goes for a corner 3, and it is good from Jameson Reed. Saddlemeyer going up to the rim, passing it out. Now Bolden with the ball. Currently being guarded by Hirkoff. And for the 3, no good from Baumgartner. Jameson Reed goes for it and tosses it up, but it's no good. But he gets the rebound from himself. He tries charging it again. Looks like that won't be any good. Tanner Shelton not coming in for Matt Walls. Inbounds to DeRue. Back on over to Shelton. He goes for 3 points, and he is good. 17-10. With that being 7 points for Tanner Shelton. And they can't answer with a 3 back of their own. A missed 3 from number 13 for Osakis, Saddlemeyer. Shelton now at the corner 3. He goes for another. And doesn't look like that one's so good. Hirkoff with the rebound, though. Now Jameson Reed for a 3, and he also misses his. Saddlemeyer now with it. Guarded by Tanner Shelton. He goes for the charge, and it's blocked by Sam Masty. Jaguars now with it. Caden DeRue now running up the court. Passes it over to Tanner Shelton. He's currently being guarded by Saddlemeyer, number 13. Hirkoff now with it. Over to Tanner Shelton at the top of the 3. Jameson Reed now with it. Some quick passing over by Jaguars on this one. Oh, and it's tipped out of his hands by number 1, Blake Bolden. Just over 6.5 minutes left in this first half. Pretty tightly contested game, I'd say. They may be up by 7, but you never know because there's still 6.5 minutes plus another half to go. Hirkoff now with it, seeing what he can do. Goes over to Jameson Reed, being guarded by Bolden. Trying to get a bit closer to the basket. Doesn't look like he can, and it's a jump ball. When talking with some varsity team members of the boys basketball team, they said that Osakis was definitely going to be a tough team to beat. Not so sure about JV, but it's looking like that's going to be the same conversation here. Jaguars now with the ball off the steal. Jameson Reed now with it on top of the 3-point. Through, passes it over to Jameson Reed and over to Tanner Shelton. Tries to make it around, but it's stolen by Osakis. And now here's the fast break. Oh, and it misses off the back iron, but they get the rebound. Once again missing. They shoot it out to Berger. Saddlemeyer now with it. Bass passes it back to Berger. And now over to Saddlemeyer. It's knocked out of bounds by Sam Masti. Bolden inbounding it over to Knock. And it's stolen by Schwinghammer. It looks like Jameson Reed was running a bit too hard on that one, but still Jaguars ball. All the way over to Sam Massey. He goes for 3 points, and he's good with a 3. 20-10, Jaguars winning by 10 points right now. And they go for it, but he hits the bottom of the backboard, number 5, Ben Berger. Schwinghammer now with it as he crosses the half-point way. Donovan Koenig now with it, seeing who he can pass it to, and he passes to Schwing. Over to Masti. Over to Shelton. Shelton being guarded by Ben Berger. Ends up in Jameson Reed's hand. He's guarded by Bolden. Schwinghammer. Oh, and it's stolen by number 3. Mages, let's see what he can do. And he gets a layup for Osakis. 6 points in total for Grant Mages. Tanner Shelton now with it. On over to Sam Masti. And they get another steal, Osakis. This time, Brant Bolden, and he gets a layup. Sorry, Blake Bolden. And the first timeout of the game has been called. Current score, 20 for the Jaguars, 14 for the Osakis Silver Streaks. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left. We'll be back after this one. Now back after that timeout from the Jaguars. I can see why they called that after getting 2 straight steals taken from them from the Silver Streaks. Shelton now inbounding it to Schwing. It looks like he was double teamed there briefly. Now over to Shelton. He's guarded by Bolden. Schwing guarded by Maddock. And he is struggling there, but he gets it over to Shelton. He goes for the layup. And it's in. It looks like he's going to the stripe to try and make it a 3-point play. And he's good on that one, making him 10 points for this game. And I'm pretty sure we'll see much more of him scoring for the rest of this one. Maddock now with it. Oh, and it looks like he runs into Matt Walls, but it's still Osakis ball. It's going to be 2 shots for number 10 for Osakis, Isaac Maddock. And that will be Matt Walls' second foul of the game. He's no good on the first one. And off the back iron, he is 0 for 2, but they get the rebound. See what Osakis can do here. And that 3 is no good, but they get the rebound. And those 2 points are no good. That was definitely a play that they did not want to happen. Tanner Shelton tried to communicate with his teammates to see what they can do. Jameson Reed now with it. Donovan Koenig drops the ball, but he gets it back. Tries to pass it on over to Sam Masti, but just misses his hand, goes out of bounds. It's a turnover for the Jaguars. Osakis ball. Osakis now passing the ball around. They try to go in, and it's blocked by Sam Masti. Maddock, top of the 3. He goes for it, and it's good. 3 more points for Isaac Maddock. And over to Tanner Shelton. He tries to answer back with a 3 of his own. No good. As it goes in and out. Mages now rushes in towards the hoop, and he gets a layup. 2 points for him. It's now a 4-point lead for the Jaguars. Schwinghammer currently being guarded by Maddock. He goes over to DeRue. Over to Shelton and over to Reed. Over to Schwinghammer. They're really getting all the teammates in this play right here. Oh, and that layup's no good from Sam Masti. Isaac Maddock now running the ball up. Saddlemeyer. And that layup is good from number 23, McKay Holscher. Sorry if I mispronounced the first name. Reed over to Shelton. He's a lob pass over to Masti. And the fadeaway is no good. 23 in the black, Baumgartner. Traveling it up the court. You notice Osakis has players in black numbers, players in red numbers. I believe the players in red numbers are for the varsity team and the players in black are for JV. Mages inbounds it, and now it's in Saddlemeyer's hands. And now it's over to Mages. He's being guarded by Reed. And they pass it out to Baumgartner. And that 3 from Maddock is no good. Looks like that was a foul on number 22 for Osakis. Beat Chase Meyer. Now number 44 for the Jaguars, Jordan Herkoff, is at the line. And that one is no good. Baumgartner now with it. On over to Maddock. Pumps fakes for a 3 and goes over to Baumgartner. And over to Maddock for a 3, and he's good with that one. Osakis now leads it 24-23. Jaguars are down by 1 point. Definitely an entertaining game for the JV right now, and I'm kind of excited to see what the varsity has in store for us tonight. Koenig now with the ball, tries to bounce past it, but it's stolen by Osakis. Maddock now with it. He goes on over to Bolden. And that three is good for number 23, Baumgartner. Jaguars definitely don't want this lead to branch off into possibly a double-digit lead. That would not be good for their self-esteem in this first half. 30 seconds left. Tanner Shelton now with it. Tipped out of his hands, but still Jaguars ball. And he's going to the stripe. See if he can get some points out of that call. That'll be Blake Bolden's first foul of this game. And that free throw good from Tanner Shelton. Let's see if he can get one more in. And he's good, 2 for 2 there. Making the point deficit only 2 points. On over to Grand Mages now with the ball, carrying it to the other side of the court. Being guarded currently by Sam Askey. A screen by Johansson. And that three from Maddock, no good. Rebounded by Shelton. 10 seconds remaining. Let's see what they can do. Walls now at the three. 3 seconds remaining. Now or never. Oh, and the three is good with the somewhat buzzer beater. Not quite, but clock hit 0, so say whatever you want, I guess. And that three was good from Brady Schwinghammer. Current score, 28 for the Jaguars, 27 for the Osakis Silver Streaks. We'll see you in the second half after this. this game. Second half about to start up shortly. Current score 28 for the Jaguars, 27 for the Osakis Silver Streaks. And for the Jaguars, Tanner Shelton has definitely been helping them at 2 sets of lines, both the free throw and the 3-point. I mean, help with the fact that he doesn't have any fouls yet in this game. He is definitely having a great one tonight. Now the Jaguars are coming out of the locker room getting ready for the second half. There's definitely been a ton of lead changes in this one. So let's see how this final half will end up. And here we are starting off the second half of basketball. James Reed now with it. It looks like that's a turnover on Jamison. Now, Osakis ball. Number 5, Ben Berger now with it. And passes it to number 1, Blake Bolden. And that layup from number 23, Tyler Baumgartner, is no good. James Reed missing the layup there, and Baumgartner now with it. And there's a layup from number 21, Marcus Wolf. BBE passing it around. Sam Masti ends up with it. He's double teamed. And he goes over to Jameson Reed. He goes for 3 points, but it's blocked from Osakis. And a somewhat alley-oop from Donovan Koenig there. He gets 2 points. Berger goes up to the hoop. He goes for 2 points. And that's going to be no good for him. Looks like he's going to the line for 2, as that was a foul on, the scoreboard says, number 14 for the Jaguars, Sam Masti. That'll be his second foul of the game. Sorry about that. There will be no free throws at this moment, but the game shall go on. And they go trying for an easy layup, but it slips out of Osakis' hands. Now BBE having it. They almost get it torn away from them, but they maintain it. Schwinghammer over to Masti. He goes for 3 points. Off the front rim and no good. Bolden now with it. He's being guarded by Daru. He tries to get past the defense. Now over to Ben Berger. He goes towards the hoop, passing it out. Osakis now passing around with now it being 21, Jacob Johansson. Or sorry, number 21, Marcus Wolf. Bolden going for, that's 2 points. And it'll be good for him as Osakis takes the 1 point lead. Schwinghammer now with it. Lobs it over to Matt Walls and he catches it. That was a very risky catch. One wrong move and could have gone out of bounds. Matt Walls, no good with that. 2 point layup. Now it ends up being Osakis' ball. Ben Berger now with it. Passing it over to Bolden, and he is good for 3 points. 7 points in this game for Blake Bolden. Kangaroo now with it over to Brady Schwinghammer. He goes for a deep 3, and it's no good. And it's rebounded, and it goes out of bounds. Still Osakis' ball. Bolden being guarded by Daru. Bolden tries to go, and he passes to Ben Berger in the corner 3. And he tries to get himself some room as Schwinghammer's guarding him. Looks like it was Johansson now going for the layup, and it looks like it'll be a foul. 2 shots for Jacob Johansson there. And that was Jamison Reed's first foul of this game. First free throw good for him, making the lead 5 points for the Silver Streaks. And he's good, 2 for 2 at that trip to the free throw line. With a timeout being called, the current score, Jaguars 30, Silver Streaks 36. 12 minutes, 46 seconds remaining. We'll see you after this break. We're back here at the BBE Elementary School for the Jaguars against the Silver Streaks JV basketball boys game. Walls inbounds it to Schwing, and he passes it over to Jameson Reed. Reed currently being guarded by Bolden, and now he's being guarded by Berger. Over to Schwing, number 24 for the Jaguars. He's looking at his options, seeing what he should do, and he passes it to Jameson Reed, who's being guarded by number 5 for Osakis, Ben Berger. Drew now with it, and he accidentally passes it to number 21, Jacob Johansson. And a fatal pass and fall for that. Sorry, I was not noticing. I was looking down to see players' names and numbers, but something must have happened. Berger now with it, guarded by Schwing. And a screen by number 53, Maverick Roaring, sorry. Johansson with it. Now over to Berger, being guarded by Koenig. Maverick Roaring now with it. Now over to Marcus Wolf, being guarded by Jameson Reed. Osakis really passing that one around. And that layup's good from number 21, Jacob Johansson, giving him 5 points in this game so far. Drew now with it, trying to see what they can do to get themselves out of this hole they dug themselves in. Accurate passing from the Jaguars. Walls, long pass over to Schwing. He goes for a deep 3. No good, but it's rebounded by Schwing. Over to Daru. He steps back for a 3, and it's off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Osakis, number 5, Ben Berger. He charges to the hoop, and he gets an easy layup. A 10-point lead now for the Osakis Silver Streaks, and a timeout has been called. Current score, Jaguars 30, Osakis Silver Streaks 34. 10 minutes, 59 seconds remaining. We'll see you after this one. back after the Jaguar timeout. Reed inbounding it very fancy to Brady Schwinghammer. Swing over to Donovan. It's tipped. And now to Osakis. Their turn to see if they can get some points. A screen by Maverick Roaring. Now in the hands of number 11, Eddie Schmidbauer. Berger now being guarded by Schwing. And he tries to pass it to number 21, Johansson, but it's no good. And it looks like that'll be a foul due to Maverick Roaring. That'll be his first foul. Number 33, Matthew Walls, coming in for number 35, Jamison Reed for the Jaguars. Schwinghammer now with it. And over to Matt Walls. And he tries to pass it back to Schwing. Tipped out of bounds by Osakis' number 5, Ben Berger. Now over to Jordan Herkoff, and now over to Donovan Koenig. He stumbly passes it to Sam Massey, who's at the corner of the 3, and a bounce pass to Brady Schwinghammer. He goes for 3 points, and it's good there. Another 3 from Brady Schwinghammer, number 24. Ben Berger now with it. A screen by Roaring. On over to Johansson, and now on over to Schmidbauer. Roaring passes it to Johansson. He tries to get some room, but he does not make the layup. Masty over to Schwing. He goes for another 3-pointer, and he's good again. Reducing the deficit to only 4 points, and now 12 points for Brady Schwinghammer in this one. Wolf now with it. And a steal from the Jaguars and the fast break from Donovan Koenig. Let's see what he can do. And it looks like that was a foul drawn from Osakis, and Donovan's going to the line for 2 points. That'll be a foul on number 21, Jacob Johansson, for the Silver Streaks. The first one's good off the backboard. Losing some, or sorry, not losing. Reducing, that's the word I was looking for. Reducing the point deficit to only 3. And he makes the second, 100% on that one. Donovan Koenig now with 6 points in this game. Bolden now with it, guarded by Matthew Walls. Now Jordan Herkoff guarding him. A screen by Baumgartner, sorry about that. And it looks like that 3 was tipped by the Jaguars. Brady Schwinghammer now with it. Pass over to Sam Masty. He goes in. Looks like a foul from number 15 from Osakis, Chase Treibenbach. That'll be his first of the game. Walls all the way to Jamison Reed. Dribbling it up. Oh, and an Odell Beckham Jr.-like catch from Brady Schwinghammer there. Over to Jamison Reed, and his layup is no good. Well, it ended up in, but it's not going to count. Kind of flashy, but still Jaguar ball. Walls inbounds it all the way to Jamison Reed. Currently being guarded by number 13, Saddlemeyer. Schwinghammer now being guarded by Bolden. Back over to Reed. Donovan Koenig for 2 points. And off the rim, no good. Osakis now with it. Bolden rushing up the court. Loosely guarded by Caden DeRue there. And out to number 23, Bob Gardner. And the shot is no good from Osakis. Tightly contested game so far with only 2 points in between the two teams, and that 3 would have given the lead, but no good from Brady Schwinghammer. Bolden now trying to get it. Oh, and a steal from Matt Walls. Not a fast break, but oh. 2 layups, good, no good from the Jaguars. And it'll end up being Osakis' ball. Just over 7.5 minutes remaining in this game, and we have no idea what the outcome is going to be still. Very exciting, some might say. Very stressful, some might say. Depending on the kind of person, I guess. A timeout's been called. Very tight game, as I just said. Jaguars 38, Silver Streaks 40. 7.5 minutes left. We'll see you after this timeout. Hopefully the Jaguars got some tips from Coach Brower there to see if they can get this ball into their court. Pun very much intended. Osakis now with it, and a layup is good from number 21, Marcus Wolf. Swing over to Walls, back over to Schwing, and now over to Caden DeRue. He's being guarded by Wolf. Swing over to Berger. Swing. Threw over to Masty. He's going to the hoop. He gets his own rebound, and both shots no good for Masty. Ben Berger dribbling it up the court. Currently being guarded by Matt Walls. A nice behind the back and over to Marcus Wolf. And 2 points for Wolf there, giving him 6 in the whole game so far. Swing over to Masty. He's currently being guarded by number 15, Chase Treibenbach. Kane DeRue over to Walls. And back over to DeRue. Jaguars definitely got to incorporate something new into their passage of play, if you will, to try and get this game on their way. And there's 2 points from Sam Masty, giving the Jaguars a nice round and even 40 points. It looks like there was a foul called on number 22 for the Jaguars. Sorry about that. Number 22 for the Jaguars, Caden DeRue. And a timeout now called. Very tightly contested game with only a 4-point difference. And just over 6 minutes to go. We'll see how this game turns out after this. after jamming out to some wannabe. Both teams are now in for the game. A long pass and a hard fall by both Bolden and Daru there. Looks like that foul will fall on Daru, making it his second of the game. A quick shot attempted by Johansson, but no good there. Jameson Reed running it up the court, and it's blocked by Johansson, but it's going to be counted as a foul. Jameson Reed now going up to the charity stripe to attempt to get 2 points. First one off the back iron, no good for Jameson. Some substitution for the Jaguars. Matt Walls out. Donovan Koenig in, along with Caden Daru and Jordan Herkoff. And he's no good, but Sam Masti gets the rebound, and he's no good with his layup there. Bolden now with it. On over to Ben Berger. Currently being guarded by Brady Schwinghammer. Nice screen by Baumgartner. Bolden now with it, seeing what he can do here. Over to Baumgartner. And now on over to Johansson. Berger now with it. Osakis really passing that ball around. Their screens seem to be their weapon of choice right now. And Baumgartner with a layup there. 2 points for him. Jordan Herkoff now with it, guarded by Bolden. Bobin? No, he plays for the Dallas Mavericks. For the Osakis Silver Streaks, this is Blake Bolden. Jameson Reed now rushing up for a layup, and it is no good as it dances around the rim. Osakis now with it. Bolden rushes up, and he teardrops it, but bounces off the glass, and no good. Schwinghammer over to Masti, back over to Schwinghammer. Schwinghammer being guarded tightly. Jameson Reed taking his time, passing it into the paint to Donovan Koenig. Back over to Jameson Reed, and that layup is no good. And the ball is in Jameson Reed's hands. Goes over to Sam Masti. Does a nice little Euro step, but his layup is no good. Osakis now calmly dribbling the ball to the other side of the court. Nice pass as it ends up in Ben Berger's hands. Over to Baumgartner, and it's taken by the Jaguars. Jameson Reed rushing with an angry face, but the layup is no good. Osakis now with it. 3:45 remaining in this game. The 6-point deficit. The Jaguars really need to get some pep in their step to finish this one strong. Baumgartner over to Bolden, sorry. And that one's no good from Baumgartner. Schwing over to Jameson Reed. Back on over to Schwing. He goes for 3 points, and it's no good. And it's rebounded by number 21, Jacob Johansson. Looks like that will cause a trip to the line for the Osakis Silver Streaks as Johansson tries to get some more points on the board for himself and for the team. And it bounces around the rim. No good for Johansson's free throw there. Jameson Reed over to Schwing. He goes for a corner three, and it's no good. But Matt Walls tries to rebound it and gets a layup in, but it doesn't go in for him. Sorry, tries to shoot a layup. Doesn't go in for him. Donovan Koenig gets a foul on his attempt at a layup, and he'll go to the charity stripe for a chance at 2 points. foul will be on number 22 for the Osakis Silver Streaks. That being Chase Meyer, and that was his 4th foul of the game. Donovan Koenig 1 for 2 there at that trip, but Jamison Reed gets the rebound, and he dribbles it over his own head, and it's now in the hands of the Osakis. Nice parkour roll from Donovan Koenig there at the logo, giving us a game and a show. Very, very skilled, that man. Bolden now with the ball, on over to Roaring. Now over to Berger. Johansson on over to number 15, Schreibenbach. That ends up going to the Jaguars. So a foul is called on the Silver Streaks. Now, the 6th timeout of the game. With 2.5 minutes remaining and a 5-point deficit, this could land on either side of the coin. We'll see you right back after this. If you want to be my lover, you've got to be watching BBE Broadcasting as we're back in the BBE Elementary Gym with the Jaguars and the Silver Streaks with 2.5 minutes left in the game. Jamison Reed now with it. Over to Brady Schwinghammer. Pump fakes for a 3, and now over to Jamison Reed it is. There's a real 3 from Brady Schwinghammer, and that's no good. Rebound goes to the Silver Streaks, number 1, Blake Bolden. Now in Berger's hands. Nice screen by number 23. Sorry, number 23, Baumgartner. And he's going to the line for a chance of 2 points. First one's good. See if he can go for 2. The second one's good. Sort of very heart-aching for that one, because free throws at the end of a tight game could be the thing that decides who wins it. A steal from Osakis' very own number 5, Ben Berger. He's double teamed by Masti and Schwing right now. He tosses it in a leap of fate. And a backcourt violation, I believe. Yep, from number 23, Baumgartner. Jaguars ball. Ball's inbounds to Reed, over to Schwing. He's seeing who he can pass it to as he's guarded by Bolden. Back on over to Jamison Reed. And back on over to Brady Schwinghammer. Back on over to Jamison Reed. If there were no guards and no other players, they'd be playing a game of catch right now. That layup no good from Jamison Reed. Bolden now with it, being guarded by Matt Walls. Now it's over to Baumgartner. Almost loses the ball, but he retains himself and he gets the mission done. That being keeping the ball. Schreibenbach now with it. He passes it. And that is stolen from the Jaguars. For the Jaguars. A steal for the Jaguars. And that layup no good from Jamison Reed. Still Jaguars ball. Swinghammer now with it. Being guarded by number 21, Wolf. And it looks like Donovan Koenig will go to the line for a chance at 2 points there. With just over 45 seconds remaining, the Jaguars got to act fast and got to act smart if they want to at least tie it for the overtime. And the first one's good from Donovan Koenig. Second one also good. A 4-point deficit for the Jaguars right now. Some substitutions for both teams right now. This including for Osakis. Number 20. Sorry, this is a double-sided pamphlet. I'm not sure who number 20 is. There's not a number 20. But it's stolen for the Jaguars, and that's 3 points attempted. No good. Jamison Reed gets it back. Throws it up, but it's not looking good. And all 10 players travel to the other side of the court to let number 20. Apologies for not knowing, but his name is not listed on the pamphlet as a number 20. He gets one in. And he's 2 for 2 there, and that might just have shut the box and ended this game for the Jaguars. Unless they can come up with something magical like that, a 3 from Caden DeRue. A timeout called by Brower and the Jaguars. 46-49. I may have spoken so soon on shutting the box with a 3-point lead by the Silver Streaks and 27 seconds left. Anything could possibly happen. We'll be back after this one. 27.1 seconds remaining. 46-49. Jaguars down by 3. They got to think of something and do something fast. They want to at least tie this game. A deep pass. And it's blocked by Sam Masti. Last touch by Osakis. Out of bounds and Jaguars ball. .24 seconds. The Jaguars got to do something good on this play. Caden DeRue now with it. Passing it over to Matthew Walls. And it's loose out of his hands. Matthew Walls gets it back. And a travel called on the Jaguars. Now Osakis' ball with 12.7 seconds left. And a timeout called by the Silver Streaks. 46-49. 12.7 seconds left with Osakis' possession. The Jaguars got to think of something fast. 12.7 seconds left. The Jaguars got to act on doing something. And they, as I predicted, they fouled. Which is pretty much the only option they kind of have at this point. Ben Berger now at the line for Osakis. His first shot is no good as it bounces off the front rim and out. Matt Wall's coming in for Koenig, number 34 for the Jaguars. The second shot is no good, but the Osakis Silver Streaks get a rebound. Another foul is called. Ben Berger is back at the line for 2 more. Jaguars got to be upset with that play there. And that one's no good. From Ben Berger, number 5 for the Osakis Silver Streaks. Second shot. It's good. A 4-point lead for the Silver Streaks, 50-46. Jaguars now with the ball with 7 seconds remaining. They gotta do something. Drew inbounds it to Jameson Reed. He waits for the perfect point, and he grabs the ball. Countdown has started. He passes out to Drew. He goes for 3 points, and it's short as an air ball. And the clock runs out. The final score, BBE Jaguars 46, Osakis Silver Streaks 50. What a tough game, and what a lot of entertaining plays in that one. That was the JV part. As we move on to the varsity with commentator Riley Lenars. We'll see you then.
for the non-conference basketball matchup between the Osakis Silver Streaks and your BBE Jaguars. Tonight's contest will be played under the rules of the Minnesota State High School League. We thank the officials for their part in tonight's game and ask that all fans cheer for their team and not against their opponents. We also ask that parents supervise their children. Please stand and honor our country and those that fought to preserve our freedom as we play our national anthem.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Gym. The newly renovated gym, may I add. It looks really good. For tonight's contest featuring the visiting Osakis Silver Streaks and the home team on the scoreboard, the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Jaguars. The Silver Streaks are coming out of the Prairie Conference. Right now they have a current record of 1-1. First, they took a loss to Eden Valley Watkins, 58-56, and then the other night they beat Paynesville 81-70. So they've taken down two straight Central Minnesota Conference opponents, so we'll see if they can make it three tonight. Starting lineups for the Osakis Silver Streaks is number 2, junior Stuart Jones, sophomore number 11, Kyle Magus, senior number 12, Bauer Klemek, senior number 22, Chase Meyer, and rounding out the starting lineup for the Silver Streaks is senior number 25, Brady Magus. Their opponent tonight is the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Jaguars. They have a 1-0 record. Currently, they took down the KMS Fighting Saints 56-43 late last week. The Jaguars will look to improve on their home court and beat the Silver Streaks tonight. Starting lineups for the Jaguars: junior number 1, Caden Piper, senior number 3, Willie Van Beck, senior number 11, Gannon Walsh, sophomore number 21, Luke Dingman, and rounding out the starting lineups is number 23, Gavin Campson, who is a senior as well for the Jaguars. So we will look for the Jaguars to defend their home court and get back in stay in the win column as they try taking down the visiting Osakis Silver Streaks. Pretty good crowd on hand. Not too many people are decided to stay home and watch the Vikings game. We'll see if we can get some updates throughout the game for that as well. And hopefully you stay tuned in here. Tuesday night, the Jaguar girls basketball team took down the visiting Holding Ford Huskers. They were down pretty big early in that first half, 31-13, and battled back and stayed in it and came away with the win. Now it's time for the boys to defend the home court here. As we're getting set here, it'll be Luke Dingman and Stuart Jones to tip it off here. 18 minutes on the board, and here we go. And Dingman wins the tip, and Will Van Beck corrals it to give the Jaguars their first possession of the night. Osakis in the man-to-man zone here, or man-to-man defense here, and then the Jaguars are going to turn it over right away. Gannon Walsh was looking for the Jaguar cutting to the hoop on the backside, but that was way too long. So the Jaguars will set up in their full court trap here. They really like to put pressure on their guards. Will Van Beck has the task of guarding Bauer Klimek. He's pretty good for this Osakis Silver Streaks team. They get it down, and there is a three-pointer, and that is Bauer Klimek getting the Osakis Silver Streaks on board first. Working it around the arc here. Gannon Walsh thought about it. Caden Piper will not think about it. He'll just fire away. And it'll be a rebound there for Brady Magas, 6'4" center for the Osakis Silver Streaks. Jones up top, handed off to Klimek. And Klimek slices and dices his way through the Jaguar defense and puts it in for two. Here early, it's Bauer Klimek 5 and the BBE Jaguars 0. Caden Piper makes a nice move. He lays it up and gets a Jaguar roll, and the Jaguars are on the board. Klimek to start off the offense here. Tries to get it down low. Gets it down low. Can't get the finish there. Is Magas. Gets his own. And we're going to get a foul here. And we'll see who that goes on. And that's going to be on Luke Dingman. Luke Dingman is guarding Brady Magas. Definitely undersized here. We'll see what the Jaguars have. Wow, what a great play there. Great out-of-bounds play on that back screen. And Kyle Magas loses his man and is open under the hoop for an easy 2 points. Luke Dingman, three no good there. If you're the Jaguars and you're going to man-to-man against man-to-man with a big guy on you like Brady Magas, Luke is really going to have his way of slicing and dicing against him. Caden Piper pulls up and can't get that one to go. Not what the Jaguars are looking for on that possession. Coach Anderson did not look happy with that shot attempt. And Caden Piper ends up blocking that one. Does a good job. Gannon Walsh in transition, hits the three. Smooth shot there from Gannon Walsh, the senior. And the Jaguars are back within 2 points here. There's a three-pointer, not even close there off the backboard, and Will Van Beck brings it up the court. Luke Dingman goes at him, and they're going to get a travel called on Luke Dingman. Luke Dingman, I mean, he's the tallest guy out there for the Jaguars right now, so he has to guard the post, but he plays more like a guard, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get him in some isolation with Brady Magas on him. There's a pull-up jumper, no good. Will Van Beck strips that away from Brady Magas as he goes up. Great defense there. Caden Piper looks for the three, decides not to take it, drives, and lays it in over the top of the outstretched arms of Kyle Magas. And here come the Silver Streaks. Very fast-paced game by both teams here early. That's a travel, yes indeed. Brady Magas put a good move on him and got Luke Dingman up in the air, but just couldn't get the ball down early enough to start moving. So in this half-court offense, we'll see if the Jaguars can do. Gannon Walsh, another three. That one's a little too strong. Big rebound there from Klimek. And here come the Silver Streaks. Good pass there up in the middle. That's fed off to Chase Meyer for the easy two. And the Jaguars are back on the move here. Will Van Beck dribbles through, tries to get it to Caden Piper, cannot get that stolen by Jones. Jones pulls up, easy too. Gannon Walsh, I don't know if he just didn't really know where he was, but he went all the way to the end line. 11-7 here, Silver Streaks lead here early. Nice pass there, Will Van Beck to Gavin Campson. He drew Brady Magus over to cut him off, and he laid it perfectly in the basket for Gavin Campson to bring that for 2. Good spin move and the bucket there for Kyle Magus. He's up to 4 points tonight. Gannon Walsh cross court, Caden Piper driving, goes up, can't get that to go. That's going to be tipped, and that's going to be off Osakis. Now checking in is Ben Thonvold and Easton Hagen, 2 seniors checking in for Gannon Walsh and Gavin Campson. Chase Meyer checks out as I believe that was Carter Watnas checks in for the Silver Streaks. Piper looking for someone to go to. Luke Dingman's got the ball going, driving through, lays it off for Ben Thonvold, tries to get it back up top to Caden Piper. That gets stolen away. Piper tried going for the block there, couldn't get that to go, and Stuart Jones was there for the finish, and here early, Osakis leads this one 15-9, just under 13 minutes to go in the first half. We're back here at the Belgrade Brittenell Rosa Elementary Gym. Osakis Silver Streaks 15, BBE Jaguars 9. Been a very fast-paced game. We'll see if this pace keeps up or if it slows down here. Trying to, ball is bouncing around. Ben Thonvold takes it right up and in, finishes with the left hand. Very good finish from Ben Thonvold, the senior. Pick and roll action, and that's going to be a charge. Brady Magus. Luke Dingman kind of laughing. I don't know. There was not much contact there. But, yeah, I don't know if that was a charge. Jaguars kind of catch a break. Luke Dingman was set up perfectly, but I don't know if there was not enough contact there to be a charge. But he did travel nonetheless, but probably should have been a travel called. But either way, Jaguars ball. So 11-15 now is the score. Jaguars are down. Ben Thonvold looking to go to Easton Hagen. Easton's being guarded tightly. Osakis plays some really good defense out on the arc. Caden Piper pulls from way deep and puts that one in. 7 points for Caden Piper on the night, and the Jaguars are back within 1 here. Pick and roll again for Osakis. BB Jaguars cannot corral the defensive boards, and another easy bucket there for Stuart Jones. He's had a couple of nice offensive rebounds and just kind of being at the right place at the right time. Caden Piper goes in and scores. Caden Piper's got the hot hand tonight. We'll see if that continues or someone steps up here as well. Klemek now looking to get the streaks. Another bucket on offense. And that's going to be a blocking foul from Easton Hagen. Was set up there, and it's going to be 2 shots here for, Bauer Klemek. So that's going to go on Easton Hagen. That's his first, team's second foul here. And Klemek is good on the first free throw attempt. Easton Hagen checks off, and Brady Birch and fellow senior checks back in. Stuart Jones comes off for the Streaks. And Kyle Magus is back in. Klimek 2 for 2 at the line, back to a 3-point lead. Luke Dingman, turnaround jumper, no good. Poked away by Ben Thonvold, and Luke Dingman comes away with it, and we're going to get a foul there. Ben Thonvold was trying to drive there and give it to Brady Birch, ends up drawing the foul. That's going to go on number 24, Carter Watnas. And Luke Dingman checks off. Tanner Shelton, the junior for the Jaguars, checks in. Caden Piper got his man in the air, but couldn't do much with it after he lost his dribble. Caden Piper pulls up at the free throw line and puts that one in. Caden Piper double digits already, leading all scorers here with 11. Tries the pick and roll, gets that poked away. Tanner Shelton played some good D, and Caden Piper's back on the push here. And we're gonna get a charge. I think it's a charge. Yep, Caden Piper is gonna get a foul called on him, so that'll be his first of the night and the third team foul for the Jaguars. And he will check off. And Gavin Camps will be back in for the Jaguars. Birch guarding, this is Andrew Imdick. Trying to get it down low to Brady Magus. They do. Ben Thonvold on him. They do a good job of getting that out there. Thonvold's got a big task. They like to go down low to Brady Magus here. Pick and roll, he slips. Good slip there, good pass, good everything there. Brady Magus. He does a good job of keeping that ball high and put it in for 2. His first points of the night. Good backdoor cut, can't thread the needle. Tanner Shelton tried to get it down there. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Tanner Shelton on the strong drive from Bauer Klimek. He will go back to the line to shoot 2. And that shot looked good and sounded good for Bauer Klimek. Walsh, Piper, and Dingman back in, along with Campson and Thonvold staying on the floor for the Jaguars. And 2 for 2 is Bauer Klimek. So there's a Magus, Klimek, Imdick, and Meyer on the floor right now for the Osakis Silver Streaks. Caden Piper driving down the floor. And it's going to be a blocking foul on the strong drive, Caden Piper. Oh, that's going to be an illegal screen. Sorry about that. That's going to be on Ben Thonvold, the seniors first. Nice passing there. Bauer Klimek for 3 and in. Caden Piper went down to dig as they got the ball down to Brady Magus and left Bauer Klimek wide open, and he cashed that opportunity in. Gannon Walsh in the corner now. Swing it around. Luke Dingman looking to drive there. Nothing doing. Gets it back out. Caden Piper has got a real hot hand. That was a good mid-range jumper from him. He's got 13 of the 20 for the Jaguars. Still down 26-20 here in the first half. Trying to get it down to Brady Magus. Sees it's not there. And he puts it up and gets fouled. So Brady Magus will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to go on Ben Thonvold. That's his second foul. Team 6 foul. Next one will put Osakis in the bonus for the rest of the first half. And Magus can't make that one. And he's got one more to go. Luke Dingman tries going for the board, over jumps it. Chase Meyer comes down with it, and Luke Dingman lucky enough to strip that ball away. So the Jaguars will retain possession. Luke Dingman for three. Can't get that to go. Magus with the rebound. And Stuart Jones brings it up for the Silver Streaks here. And that's going to be, yes, that's going to be a moving screen there. And that's going to be on Brady Magus. That'll be his second foul. Team's third. Will Van Beck, someone's open. And tried to force it down low, and now they're going to get Luke Dingman for a foul there. Not a smart pass there from senior Will Van Beck. That's going to be Luke Dingman's second, and that'll send Carter Watnas to the line. So Luke Dingman will have to check out, and Brady Birch will come in. So 1-1 here. And Watnas good on the first. He'll get a second. 27-20 here. 8:05 left here in the first half. Watnas short on the second. Piper secures the rebound. It'll be interesting to see here if the Jaguars try to work it down low with. That's going to be a foul there. Caden Piper will go to the line to shoot two. I was just going to say it's going to be interesting here with Brady Magus on the bench. Jaguars really got to attack that painted area. That foul's on junior number 2, Stuart Jones, his first, team's fourth. And gets the roll there. And good on the second. Caden Piper, 15 points. Brady Klemek, or Bauer Klemek, excuse me, for the Silver Streaks at 12 points on the night. Here's Klemek from 3, and that one's way short from the corner. And Caden Piper grabs the board and brings it back for the Jaguars. Looking to go pull-up jumper. That one rolls in and out. Gavin Campson got the rebound, gets it back up, gets blocked there, and stripped away a couple of times. And Osakis gets lucky there with some good defense and some luck in their favor as well. Great backdoor cut. Wow, Stuart Jones saw Caden Piper helping and cut right to the hoop, and easy two. He's got 8. Caden Piper just lays it up and in. He's got 17 here. Under 7 minutes to go. And the pass goes saved nicely by Carter Watnas. And that's going to be a turnover. Carter Watnas saved it the first time, but Silver Streaks eventually turn it back over on the sideline. Jaguars ball. 5-point game. Gavin Campson looking, gets it Tanner Shelton at the top of the key. Tanner Shelton for 3. His first 3 of the night, 27-29. Jaguars down by 2 here. 6.5 minutes left. Jaguars trying trapping. Can't get that to go. And Stuart Jones has got it, and the Jaguars recover nicely. Nice backdoor cut up top for three. That is good. Andrew Imdick. And they're going to get a timeout. That's the first three-pointer and points on the board for Andrew Imdick. And that extends the lead to 5 points. 32-27, Silver Streaks over the Jaguars. So it's a 5-point lead after the Imdick three-pointer for Osakis. Out of the timeout, we'll see what the Jaguars have drawn up. Gannon Walsh coming up through a double screen. Takes a three. That's in. Top of the key is doing well for the Jaguars. Jones all the way through and gets fouled. Gavin Campson will get the foul there, but prevents the bucket. That's a risky play there. Almost an and one. That ball just rolled out there, so that could have been way worse for the Jaguars. And now Stuart Jones will have to shoot two. First one's up and good. Piper now back in for the Jaguars. Tanner Shelton. He's adding a spark on the bench this year for the Jaguars. And Jones up and good. That'll bring him into double digits as well. They're now in a full court trap zone press here. Jaguars doing a lot of skip passing. Tried to get it down low. Piper will set it up now here. They're in a zone, 2-3 zone here. And we'll see how the Jaguars react to this. A lot of talking going on in this zone here for the Silver Streaks, which is exactly what you want. For the Jaguars, you got to try getting it down low to the big man, or the middle man. Birch has it, driving, leaves it, tries to leave it off for Campson, stolen away there. And here come the Silver Streaks. So that switching to the zone really put the Jaguars in shambles there, and it pays off. Watnas, Klimek, back to Stewart Jones. And Kyle Magus has it. Back to Imdick, looking down low, tries going up and over. That is, not sure, that was Magus, and then gets it taken away. Gavin Campson then takes it away for the Jaguars. So we'll see, they're got to push it up the court. Will Van Beck thought about driving there on Magus, decides to pick it out. So the Jaguars working it around here. Gavin Campson down low, good spin move, can't get that to go. Strong rebound, Watnas. And here come the Silver Streaks. Down low, Magus has it up top. Now is Bauer Klimek. Klimek, leaner, can't get that to go just inside the three-point line. Will Van Beck with the rebound. Will Van Beck has been pretty quiet tonight, done his job on the defensive end. Gannon Walsh for three in the corner. That one's no good. Watnas with the rebound, and he'll bring it up the court. Scoring drought here for both teams. Been pretty quiet after a very fast-paced game. Jones leaves it off. Magus up top to Imdick. Magus does a great job splitting two defenders and laying it up and in. He's got 6 points on the night, 36-30. Yeah, so it's not a traditional like 3-2 zone here. It's more of a match man-to-man zone. Kind of whoever's in your area is the man you're guarding. Will Van Beck slices, dices, goes through, can't get that to go. And that's gonna, Gavin Campson comes down with the rebound and pokes away, and it'll stay with the Jaguars. Birch, Walsh, and Campson check off. Hagen, Shelton, and Ben Thonvold back in. Luke Dingman sitting on the bench. He's got those 2 fouls. You really don't want to get him anymore. There's a nice pass there. Tanner Shelton with a great cut. Will Van Beck with a great find. And it's an and one for the Jaguars. Tanner Shelton up to 5 points with a chance to add one more. That's going to be on number 22, Chase Meyer, the senior forward's first foul, team's 5th. And Shelton, that one rattles out. And Osakis controls the board, 36-32. Jaguars in their zone here. Easton Hagen on Magus. Imdick's got it with Will Van Beck on him. Magus shook a defender off of him. Had an open look, couldn't get it to go. Jaguars come away with the ball. Caden Piper all the way in, lays it up, and with the floater is good. He's got 19 points here in the first half, and the Jaguars are back within 2. Trying to get a trap there, and that's where you want it, and their pass is thrown away. Easton Hagen comes away with it, slows it down for the second, and he will slow it down, and the Jaguars will set up here. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half, 36-34. Klemek has been quiet after the solid start for the Streaks. Caden Piper, he goes again with that floater. He has been killing the Silver Streaks with that in his mid-range game. He's got 21 on the point, or 21 on the board tonight, and we're all knotted up 36. And just like that, Bauer Klemek tries to take matter in his own hands. Tanner Shelton comes away with the rebound, and he is going to get fouled from behind. And that's, again, is on Chase Meyer. His second, team 6th. Jaguars have been playing a really solid game here, and their offense has been very solid from the get-go. So Will Van Beck will set it up here. Still in this match zone. You got to do a lot of cutting, a lot of flashing in this against the zone defenses. You really got to make the defenders turn their heads and not know where the ball is going. Skip pass there. Tanner Shelton now down low, tries to go up, gets that blocked. He gets it back. Will Van Beck's got it, trying to pass it around, gets it out to Piper, and the Jaguars will reset their offense. Tanner Shelton battles away. Good defense there. Carter Watnos. Caden Piper. He's really drawn a lot of attention. Easton Hagen looking for somewhere to go. Ben Thonvold's got it up top. Under 5 seconds here. And we're going to get a foul there. And we're going to get it underneath. That's going to go on Klemek. Bauer Klemek down low trying to go through was Easton Hagen. And the Jaguars will sub in their more defensive lineup with only 4 seconds left. Easton Hagen, pretty solid free throw shooter, so we'll see if the Jaguars can take the lead here at the end of the half. Campson Thonvold down low. And Easton Hagen puts that first one in. And Easton's 2 for 2 at the line. No fouls here if you're the Jaguars. Osakis gets it down the court very well. Imdick tries laying it up at the horn. No good. Jaguars power their way and battle all the way through against a very, very solid Osakis team. And they're leading it at the half, 38-36 behind a phenomenal offensive performance from Caden Piper, the junior, who I believe checked out with 21 points here. So after halftime, we'll be back with second half action. Jaguars 38, Osakis Silver Streaks 36. Yeah, we're back here at the Belgrade Bruton Rosa Elementary Gym, getting set here to begin the second half. Halftime stats, Caden Piper 21 points leading all scorers. Gannon Walsh had those 2 threes. He's got 6. Gavin Campson with 2. And that's all for the Jaguars starters who have gotten some help off the bench. Stuart Jones with 10 and Bauer Klemek. And that's going to be a travel there by Brady Magus. And he was just going to get to my next point. The Jaguars have done a real good job of keeping him quiet tonight. He's a very, very solid player. He's got 2 points and he's got those 2 fouls. So we'll see if the Osakis Silver Streaks change up their game plan at all or if they're still going to try getting it down low to him. Luke Dingman goes right at him, and he can't do nothing. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul right away at the beginning of the half, and that's Luke Dingman's first bucket of the night. We'll see if he can get going here in the second half as well. Trying to get it down low, they do. No backside help there for Luke Dingman, and kind of gets made look like a fool. So they're back in this match, man-to-man zone. Caden Piper slices all the way through, can't get it. And probably should have been a foul on Piper, but Magus comes down with the rebound. Jones for 3, no good. Will Van Beck, weak side rebound, and here he comes. Klemek on him. Up top to Dingman. Luke thought about it. Gannon Walsh for 3 on the side, and that's good. 3 3-pointers here for Gannon Walsh. And the Jaguars have a 5-point lead. And trying to thread the needle, get it down to Brady Magus on the roll. Luke Dingman comes away with it. Gannon Walsh steps back for 3, fakes it. That's no good. Luke Dingman does a good drive on the baseline against Brady Magus, and he's got 4 points. Jaguars are doing a real good job of that pick and roll defense, and that's the thing that's going to hurt you when you try going underneath that screen. You leave that guy open on top, and that was Kyle Magus, and he hit the 3. He's got 9 points on the night. Luke Dingman fakes the pass, goes right at Magus. He stands straight up and comes away with the ball. 45-41 here, just under 16 minutes to go here in the second half. Magus doesn't get Luke Dingman going, but that's passes it out to Kyle Magus, and that's good for 3. Back-to-back 3-pointers from Kyle Magus, and the lead is now 1 for the Jaguars. Will Van Beck going all the way through, blocked by Brady Magus. And up to Klemek. Easy fast break bucket. And just like that, that Jaguars lead is gone. Gannon Walsh stepping into a shot. Luke Dingman deep 3-pointer. Can't get that to go. Kyle Magus with the rebound. Gannon Walsh gets tripped up in the screen. Good hard cut move there from Klemek. And the Jaguars are fortunate that didn't go. That was a real good move and a real good look there from Bauer Klemek. They're back in the man-to-man defense. Caden Piper for 3. That one's good. Hand down from Stuart Scott, and there was no pressure, and Caden Piper makes him pay. He's got 24. Really trying to get Magus into this pick and roll game here. He rolls, and that pass too hard there off the hands of Klemek and couldn't get it to Brady Magus. So another turnover, 48-46. We'll see if the Jaguars try spreading it out now that they're in this back to the man-to-man defense. See if they can get Brady Magus out of the painted area. Luke Dingman finds an open spot at the free throw line and puts that in. He's got 6 all in this second half here. Ben Thonvold in for Gavin Campson. And that pass gets tracked down. Easton Hagen also in for the Jaguars. Drive there. Brady Magas gets the roll. Good defense there from Ben Thonvold. Nothing more you could do. Just a good looking move there and a good looking soft touch. And there's some real good defense there on the drive from Caden Piper, and the Osakis Silver Streaks are coming down with it. Bauer Klemek doesn't set himself, gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. 16 points for Bauer Klemek. Will Van Beck thought about 3 there, decides not to go for it. Ben Thonvold in the short corner, can't get that to go. Luke Dingman gets the rebound, puts it up, can't get that to go. And away the ball comes. Will Van Beck pokes it out away from Grant Magas. And it's going to be a jump ball. And the ball will stay with the Jaguars here. Carter Watnos checks in for the Silver Streaks. And that'll be an over and back violation on the Jaguars. All knotted up here at 50. 12:30 left to go here in the second half. Trying to get it down low to Magas. They do, and a great reverse layup there. So Brady Magas was held quiet in the first half with just the 2 points, and he's got 6 here in the second half. And there's going to be a foul there as Bauer Klemek trying to guard Ben Thonvold, who was darting to the hoop, but 2 hands on him there, and that's going to be Bauer Klemek's second foul. Andrew Imdick for the Osakis Silver Streaks now has the task of guarding Caden Piper, and he's doing a real good job of denying him the ball. Gannon Walsh gets it down to Caden Piper. Caden powers through and gets his 2 points. Caden Piper will find a way to score, and that's one thing he does really, really well. And that's going to be an and one. Jaguars, a lot of miscommunication on the defensive end. And that leads to the bucket for Kyle Magas. And he will go to the line to shoot one more. Tanner Shelton picks up his second foul. And can't get that to go. Will Van Beck with the rebound. Gannon Walsh feeds it off. Ben Thonvold didn't get a good handle on it. Kind of forced it up. Brady Magas with the rebound. Ben Thonvold plays with a lot of emotion, a lot of fast pace, and that time he just needed to slow down and get a Gannon Walsh strips it, and now we're gonna get a foul there. That's a good aggressive foul. If you're Coach Anderson, he's not mad about that. He just wanted him to be more aggressive when he had the ball and rip it away and control that ball. That'll be Gannon's first foul, team's second here in the second half. Brady Magas goes up for it, battles with Luke Dingman and goes off his hands. And another turnover. Brady Magas pretty frustrated right now. The Jaguars have done a real good job of denying him passes and denying balls. Osakis in the 2-3 zone now. This is an actual 2-3 that they have going. And this is Luke Dingman's favorite part, when he can get to that free throw line and just turn and shoot. Now he's in the press, and his long arms, he picks up a lot of steals in this. Tanner Shelton draws, drying the charge there, can't get it. Gannon Walsh in transition, mishandles it. Great pass there from Will Van Beck though. Wow, what a pass. Doesn't mean anything, but that was a great pass there from Will Van Beck in transition. Caden Piper gets caught up in the, Chase Meyer just rips that away. Luke Dingman goes up, and this is getting pretty chippy here. A lot of contact, the refs are letting them play out. Luke Dingman gets it at the free throw line again, drives, a lot of contact, no call, and here come the Silver Streaks, 54-54, just under 11 minutes. Imdick over to Klemek, Will Van Beck on him. Magus swings it over to Meyer. Good pass there. Again, Caden Piper gets caught helping out on the weak side. And we're going to get a timeout here. Osakis. I believe the Jaguars called that one. So yes, it'll be a timeout called by the Jaguars as they trail 56-54 with 10:26 left to go in the second half. We're back here at the Belgrade Brittenell Rosa Elementary Gym. Jaguars trail the Silver Streaks 56-54. Caden Piper leading the way, 26 points for the Jaguars. Klemek has 16. Jones also in double figures along with Kyle Magus. Luke Dingman looking for someone. He finds Caden Piper open for three. That one's long. Gavin Campson tried poking away from Klemek, and Osakis comes away with the board. Jones almost lost it. Tried moving and looking too fast, but lucky enough to keep possession. Watnas with the screen. Klemek tries driving on Will Van Beck. Great defense, and Klemek just leaves it short. Gavin Campson gets the easy pass. Can't get that to go. Luke Dingman, wow, what a job on the offensive boards. Caden Piper, a lot of contact, a lot of on the arm. They are letting everyone play. Luke Dingman slows it down here. Gannon Walsh and Coach Anderson's like, just slow it down and reset. Wow, what a backdoor cut. Gavin Campson again, and he wasn't going to miss that one. Gavin Campson's got 4 here tonight, but he's been doing a lot on the boards and a lot on the defensive end for the Jaguars. Same with Will Van Beck, the senior. He is pestering Bauer Klemek a lot here tonight and keeping him real quiet. Mid-range jumper, no good from Jones, and Will Van Beck with the rebound, and he pushes it up. 2-3 zone. Caden Piper drives all the way. Will Van Beck corner three in. No good. Gavin Campson tries fighting for that. No good. Luke Dingman tried jumping the pass. Also no good, and the gamble does not pay off. Cross-court pass there. Gannon Walsh. There's the foul called. That's going to be a blocking, tripping foul. I was going to be surprised if they weren't going to call that one. That one's pretty obvious when you got open court ahead of a guy. And so that's going to go on number 22, Chase Meyer. That'll be his 3rd foul. Brady Birch, Tanner Shelton checking in. Gannon Walsh and Caden Piper taking a seat and getting a break here. Osakis going back in the man-to-man defense. Brady Magas checked back in. He's guarding Gavin Campson down in the post. Dribble handoff up top. Luke Dingman's got it. Nice drive there. Goes right at Magas. Elevates. Can't get that to go. And we're going to get a jump ball. Gavin Campson, what a job going around there. And Kyle Magas for hanging on there too. You have a guy like Gavin Campson coming and trying to rip that ball and you're hanging on. That's very impressive for both of those kids. So a jump ball possession arrow stays with or goes to Osakis. Osakis breaks the press. Kyle Magas has it up top. Luke Dingman guarding Brady Magas in the post, trying to get it down low to him. Got a help side on that. They don't. He seals very cleanly and gets the lucky roll there. I thought that one was going to roll off there, but puts it in. He's now in double figures with 10, 58-56. Tanner Shelton up top, gets it over to Will Van Beck. Luke Dingman for three, no good, and Bauer Klimek comes down with the rebound. I don't know if we're going to see that zone look from the Osakis Silver Streaks the rest of the night. The Jaguars were pretty good on that offensive end and not doing too hot here with that man-to-man defense. Jaguars have been in man-to-man, I think, most all night, trying to get it down low, and there's going to be a foul there. Great job of defending that ball for the Jaguars and defending down low. And that will go on Carter Watnas. That's going to be his second foul. He'll check out. Andrew Imdick comes back in. And he goes straight for Caden Piper, who's also checked back in for the Jaguars. Piper, 26 points on the night. Walsh, 9. Luke, 8. Ben Thonvold's got 2, and that's all the scoring on the floor currently for the Jaguars. Pretty balanced on the other end. Will Van Beck gets it down low. Caden Piper cuts, mid-range jumper. I think he got a piece of that, was Brady Magas, and here come the Silver Streaks. They've got numbers. Bauer Klimek goes, and the foul. Luke Dingman, he didn't really go for the ball there. What a move, what a finish there, though, from Bauer Klimek. He's got 18 points with a chance to add on one more. That's Luke Dingman's third foul of the night. That's something to watch as he's been guarding Magas down low. And no good on the free throw. Luke Dingman controls the rebound, or controls and rips the rebound away. Caden Piper slices and dices and draws a foul there. That's going to go on Andrew Imdick. That's his first. For the tight defense that he's been given Caden Piper tonight, for that to be only his first foul, that's very impressive on that young man. Really good, strong defense. On ball and off ball, denying. Luke Dingman turns, fires, no good. Gavin Campson tries swatting it away from Brady Magas from behind, no good. Will Van Beck, there he is, pestering. Luke Dingman's got it on the fast break. He goes up and lays it in. Easy 2 points. Active hands from Will Van Beck. Steele gets the assist. And here come those Osakis Silver Streaks. That goes straight through the hands. And the Jaguars are looking now to convert here. So they're slowing it down here. Yep, exactly what you want to do. You just got that steal. You're within 2 points again. Run your offense and get going. Piper tries leaving it off to Luke Dingman. And Imdick, and that's going to be a travel, yep. Loses his footing completely and his balance, and that's going to be a turnover. Little Thursday night football update. Vikings leading the Steelers early in the midway through the second quarter, 16-0. So the Vikings looking to bounce back after their embarrassing loss last week. And the Jaguars looking to pick up a win on their home court. Power Klimek for three, no good. Chased down. The rebound was Will Van Beck. I bet Will's got 6 or 7 rebounds tonight. He's found the ball off the rim. He drives. They say straight up and down, a lot of contact there. They're letting him play tonight, though, on both ends. Bauer Klimek drives now, leaves it off. That's good. Stuart Jones, he puts that up and in, and we're going to get another timeout called here. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the game. Jaguars are down 4 points, 62-58. Osakis leads it. Out of the timeout called by Osakis. Jaguars have it, and they'll dribble it up the court. They're down by 4 points, 62-58, just under 5 minutes to go. Gannon Walsh leaves it off for Luke Dingman. Caden Piper top. Hand down, man down, they say. Caden Piper can't get that to go. Imdick with the rebound. Bauer Klimek tries to go across court, another turnover. And a steal for Luke Dingman. Jaguars have done a real good job of clogging the passing lanes and putting their hands in to take it away. Gannon Walsh for three. That's no good at all, yeah. That came off his hands weird. You could see that. Up top, yeah, exactly what you want to do. What a set play there. No help down there for Luke Dingman. Can't pick up his 4th foul. That's exactly what you want to do. Brady Magas now up to 12 points on the night after just being held to 2 points in the game there. Caden Piper on the nice drive gets fouled. And that's going to go on Kyle Magas. That's just his first foul of the night. Will Van Beck just slings it out up top to Dingman. Dingman drive on Imdick there, leaves it off for Will Van Beck, tries to get it back down. Nice pass, wow. Luke Dingman, what a find. And Chris Anderson wants to call a timeout here. His Jaguars come back and bring this into a 4-point game. Just approaching 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Jaguars down 60-40 or 64. 3:32 left to go here in the game. We've got a good one. 64-60, Osakis leads here. And the Jaguars just trying to slow them down a little bit. Tried to do the back. Oh, and they're going to get a foul called. Luke Dingman had part of the ball. They're going to oof. Brady Moggs did a good job of ripping the ball away, but Luke's arm was tangled up in there, so that's going to be number 4, though, nonetheless. So look for Brady Moggs to start getting a lot of touches down low going against him. No travel called, and Kyle Moggs just has to fling it up there, and Jaguars will come away with the ball. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the game. Gannon Walsh surveying the floor from the corner. Jaguars are spreading it out. They want to see if they can get some driving lanes here. Caden Piper drive all the way through on the baseline, and they're going to draw a blocking foul. Caden Piper is so strong with the ball, especially on his drives. And that's going to go on Brady Moggs. That's going to be his 3rd foul of the night. And Caden Piper will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's good. 27 points. These late free throws are so important for each team now the rest of the way. Caden Piper leaves that short. Kyle Moggs does a good job of clearing that rebound. Trying to get it down low again. One-handed pass to Bauer Klemek, no good. And Will Van Beck picks up another rebound tonight. He has been all over the floor on the defensive end, picking up those defensive rebounds and running the offense. Driving, no good. Gets kind of lucky there, had to force a pass, and Brady Moggs just kind of flew it out, so there would be no chance. Out of bounds play for the Jaguars upcoming. Luke Dingman gets it, and that's Bauer Klemek. They're getting tangled up there. Bauer Klemek, he wanted to go steal the ball again after he gets the foul called on him. Yeah. That'll be the 3rd foul on Bauer Klemek. 6-foot senior guard. And that is good. Forgot to mention that was a 1-and-1, so the Jaguars are in bonus. That was number 7 on team fouls, and Jaguars are sitting at 4, so they have fouls to give if needed. Luke Dingman 2 for 2 at the line, and the Jaguars were within 1 point. Just over 2 minutes to go in the game. Gavin Campson tried covering baseline. Brady Moggs now swings it over to Stuart Jones in the corner. Brady Moggs leaves it off for Jones. They're passing it around. You got to think they're going to go down low. Bauer Klemek gets it stripped by Will Van Beck, and here he comes down the court. Leaves it off for Luke Dingman. Luke Dingman finishes with the left hand, and the Jaguars have a 1-point lead. What a great steal and a great assist there, and great finish there from the Jaguars team. Will Van Beck leading the charge. Luke Dingman finishing it. Andrew Imdick will reset it up. You got to think it's going to either Klemek or Moggs down low. Moggs is getting blocked out by Will Van Beck, or by Luke Dingman, but why not? You need someone to step up. There's Andrew Imdick. He hits a 3, and the Osakis Silver Streaks back up by 2, 67-65, 1:27 left to go in the game. We're in a good one. We're back here, Belgrade Brittenell Rosa Gym. Jaguars are down 2 against the visiting Osakis Silver Streaks, who have played just a phenomenal game on the offensive and defensive sides. Both teams, this is a real good-looking game from 2 area teams. Caden Piper, 3 at the top of the key, no good. Stuart Jones couldn't get that one to control the rebound there, and it'll be the Jaguars' ball. If you're the Jaguars, you really just gotta be patient and look for an open shot here, not force anything. Caden Piper open, that's no good either. And Brady Magas controls the rebound. So 2 missed 3-pointers on that one. Caden Piper trying to take matters in his own hand. Brady Magas looking to roll off that screen, nothing doing there. And those Osakis Silver Streaks will pass it around here. Klemek, under a minute now, Magas, and Klemek's got it up top. Will Van Beck all over him, and they've got a foul. They got to get their fouls out. So 45 seconds left. That'll go on Will Van Beck. That's only his first foul of the night. He's got fouls to give, as is a team. Pushes them up to 5 total. You really got to deny this ball, inbounds ball, big. Klemek gets it. They try doubling him right away, and Gannon Walsh will commit the personal foul, and that'll push the team total up to 6, with that being his second personal. No one really in foul trouble except for Luke Dingman, so they really got to make sure they do not leave Luke Dingman out open right there. I think Imdick's got an eye on him, trying to set it up there, and Gannon Walsh commits the foul again, tried to get a steal, won't get it, and that'll put them into bonus, and Klemek will shoot the 1-and-1. 41.4 seconds to go. Jaguars down by 2. Klemek at the line. Klemek's got 18 points. And up, and that rattles out, no good. Luke Dingman with the rebound. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie or take the lead here. 35 seconds to go. Caden Piper driving, goes against Magas, and that's a foul, yep. If he would have jumped straight up like he has done a lot this game, he's done a real good job, but he kind of went into him too much and jumped a little too forward. So fortunately, that's going to be number 4, though, for the big man. And Caden Piper will go to the line. These are big free throws. And that one rattles out. Can't get that to go. 27 points on the night for Piper. 29.8 seconds. Down by 2. And gets that to go. And we're going to get a timeout here. Coach Anderson wants to set up his defense, talk it over. So 29.8 seconds left. Jaguars trail the Silver Streak 67-66. So back at the Belgrade Brittenell Rosa Elementary Gym, 29.8 seconds to go. Silver Streaks lead it 67-66. Will inbound it on the opposite end of their hoop. Full court press set up here. There's got to be an inbounds play of some sort set up. Klemek deep. Nobody went for him, and that'll be an easy 2. That's what you have to do when you front them. And now it's a 3-point game, 69-66. Caden Piper pulls up. Can't get that to go. Not the shot you want. And there's going to be a foul there. Will Van Beck on Klemek. Klemek did a real good job securing that rebound. That's exactly what you got to do if you're Silver Streak. You got to grab the rebound because you know you're going to get fouled. You got to hang on to that with your all your might, all your life there. Oh, that is gonna, Stuart Jones got fouled. Will Van Beck second, and a 1-and-1 opportunity here. No good. Gavin Campson with the board. 15 seconds left here. Caden Piper with the ball for the Jaguars. Looks. They've got 10 seconds here to go. Don't need a three. Forces it up. And that's no good. And the foul. Coach Anderson had a timeout there. Elected not to use it with 15 seconds left. Or about 10 when they got it over the time barrier. So it'll be Bauer Klimek at the line trying to ice this one away. He's got 20 points. And it's good. And it's going to be a full timeout here called by I think the Silver Streaks took that one. That would make the most sense just to kind of set it up and talk it over. And it was called by the Silver Streaks. So 70-66. 4 seconds left here to go. Jaguars ball. Will be back after this. We're back here, 4.2 seconds left. Bauer Klimek at the line to shoot his last free throw of the 1-and-1. And he puts that in, 5-point game. Will Van Beck gets it. They're gonna let him shoot it. Will can't get the three to go, and that's the way it's gonna end. So the Jaguars battled their way through this game and just came up short. Osakis played a heck of a game here late. Yeah, a lot of balanced scoring from them. You never knew who was going to put the ball in the bucket. Caden Piper leads all scorers tonight with his 28. Luke Gangman comes alive, gives the Jaguars a little bit of offense in the second half. He finishes with 14. Bauer Klimek, 22 for Osakis, along with Brady Magus' 12 points for the big man. Final score here from the Belgrade Bruno Rosa Elementary Gym, 71-66. Osakis comes away, and they are now 3-0 in the Central Minnesota Conference. Tomorrow night, the girls basketball team takes host to Osakis again, so we will have that game coverage here tomorrow night as the BBE girls look to stay rolling as they host the Osakis Silver Streaks. And the Belgrade Brittenell Rosa wrestling team heads up to Bertha Hewitt, and they take on, I believe it's Hibbing, Minneota, and Minnewaska up there. So that's a huge meets up there for them, and we'll see how they do coming out of it. They're ranked number 2 in the state, so look forward to covering them a little bit here on this channel, and we'll see you tomorrow night.